Hello, beautiful souls. Let's talk about self love and self care and all the ways we can learn to love ourselves more, to be kinder to ourselves, and to take better care of ourselves. And one of the things we can do right now is be more patient and be kinder to ourselves. I've heard many people recently say that they were trying to manifest a new career, a new relationship, a new life, and things were not working in the way they expected them to. And they worry about that, of course. And usually they blame themselves. They have this tendency to think that if something is not working, it's probably because they didn't work hard enough or they didn't do the right thing. And other people have told me that, okay, they probably have this power to manifest a better life, but they are so exhausted that they don't even know what they want anymore. And it is true, when you're really depressed, when you are physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted, you can't think clearly. And you no longer know what is good or bad for you. You just know that you want to rest and relax and stop worrying, stop thinking, which actually can be a good thing because overthinking is our main problem, really. And we need to realize that we don't have to work so hard. We don't have to create. We don't have to manifest. We don't even have to attract anything because by default, we are meant to receive everything. We are meant to thrive. We are meant to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and loved. Life is abundant and life wants us to be happy and to receive everything. And we will if we allow ourselves to receive what is meant for us, what is good for us. And very often, when we try to manifest something that is not for us, because as we know, but we tend to forget that what we want and what we need are not necessarily the same thing. So, very often, we work really hard on something we think we want, and either it doesn't work because it's really not meant to be, or we make it work because we really, really work hard, but then we get it and we realize it's not really good. It doesn't make us perfectly happy as we had expected it to do, because we don't always know what is best for us. How many people think they have a type, for instance, when they are looking for the perfect mate? They have a very clear idea of the person they want, and then they end up marrying someone who is completely different but who makes them truly happy because they didn't really know what they wanted in the first place. And the same can be true about your dream job and about the place you want to live, and even about the way you want to look. So many people think they would look better if they looked different. So many people think that if they changed, they would attract the perfect partner. So many people think that the perfect career would be theirs if they only learned a bit more or practiced a bit more or worked harder. But it's not true. We don't need to change. We don't need to become a different person. We don't need to earn love or success or respect. We just have to find what is best for us by letting things come to us and seeing if we enjoy them or not. We're always free to say, okay, this didn't work, I'm going to do something different. And the more we allow ourselves to be real, to be authentic, to voice our feelings, to talk about what we want and don't want, and the more we learn to say no, the more we learn who we are, and the more we learn to value ourselves. If we treat ourselves with respect, which is exactly what happens when we allow ourselves to be real, people will also treat us with respect. And the right kind of people will come into our lives. If you are surrounded by people who don't value who you are, it doesn't mean that there's a problem with you. It doesn't even mean there's a problem with these people either. It just means that they're probably not the right people for you. That's all. And that's okay, because there are people out there who would be perfect for you, but you need to let them come to you. And the only way to let them come to you is to allow yourself to be authentic, is to allow yourself to feel all your feelings, all your emotions, in order to know who you are, to know what feels good, what doesn't feel good, and to allow yourselves to make different choices all the time. That's another of our problems. So often we think, okay, I made this choice, now I have to live with it. Well, not necessarily. We can change all the time. We can change ourselves too, but we don't have to work hard to change. We just have to let our life teach us. We just have to grow. And we grow, we evolve constantly when we live, because we learn from life, we learn from interaction, we learn from experience, and so we become a different person without realizing it. It doesn't mean that we were not good enough in the first place. It just means that now we know a little bit more and we know who we are. And that's wonderful. It's exciting. It's what makes life worth living. Trying new things, being fully present in the moment, and having interactions that are authentic, that are spontaneous, that are real, that are meaningful. When we stop pretending, we feel so much better, we feel so much lighter, and that's what we want to be all the time. So you need to realize how wonderful you are when you are just being yourself. You are enough, and being yourself is enough. So allow yourself to live. And that's all for today, but stay tuned and take very good care of yourselves.